be talking to you about how to do the back bend and on the ball, yoga ball. Now that you know more about which ball you should be using, depending on your height, and why the back bend is important and what it does. So what it does, it's gonna bring your spine into extension, which is very important. So that's the first step we're gonna focus on, extension of your spine. So in order to start this exercise of the back bend on the yoga ball, first of all, you need to be sitting on the ball. So once you're sitting, you have to make sure your feet touch the floor so you're not up on your heels. So you have full access to the floor through your entire foot, from your toes to your heel, to be able to move in and out of any exercises. So here, then you're gonna move your body one way. So here I'm gonna go toward my feet and I'm gonna start walking out, and that's gonna bring me onto my ball. I'm gonna move a little bit this way so that I stay in front of the camera. And at first you can stay kind of in this position where you're resting your neck onto the ball. So in my case, I do get vertigo. So I do need to be careful that it doesn't get triggered and then I lose my balance or so on and so forth, with what vertigo does to someone's body. I like to interlace my hands behind my neck, which gives it support, because I also have some issue with my spine itself, in my cervicals at least. So this way my neck is supported, my scaling muscles here are not as engaged and relaxed, and the idea is that you have to elongate the back of your neck and chin down. If you bring your chin down, it's going to protect your neck and those extensor muscles of your behind your head. So here you're going to lift your body, your bottom, like I'm doing so, and open your arms out to the side. You don't want to be here. For the purpose of opening up through here. So again, here, you could start here first and start stretching here a bit. That's going to stretch in through here and all the way up into your shoulder blades and open your elbows out. Then from here, as you're going to lift your body up, try and keep your feet, you don't open your feet and your knees out. Try and keep your feet parallel. If you're not having enough good grasp on the floor and you're slipping, make sure you put some shoes on. In my case, I'm okay, so I'm gonna stay bare feet. And just like this. So here I'm trying to have my elbows out, so it's kind of horizontal. If I placed a line from here to here or a broomstick, it would kind of be lined up from my elbow all the way to my shoulder on either side. And then from here, I'm gonna push back. So here, I'm bent like a 90 degrees somewhat. Here from my knees up into my hips, and push my hips up. And I'm gonna go back toward my heels. So be careful when you do that. Make sure your legs are spread out enough. You don't wanna be here, because then your center of gravity, it's more wobbly, it's more difficult. But for phase one and beginners, you want to have your legs at least shoulder width. You can even go wider if you want. And you slowly, you're going to push back, so you're going to straighten your knees and you go higher. So even though I have vertigo, I'm trying to go that far. I just keep my neck supported because of my neck, but I want to be more on the ball, so I'm gonna move back and they're open, so my hands are resting on the ball. From here, I could move a little bit more to rest my head on the ball, so it's always resting on something. And then you're gonna open your arms out. That's gonna make the back of your shoulders and your rotator cuff muscle, it's gonna end up going to touch the ball if it's the right size for you. Don't make sure you don't lock your knee in extension. They're straight but relaxed, okay? And then you're gonna turn your thumbs open down toward the floor and push, squeezing the ball between your shoulder blades. And that's gonna stretch all through here. From here to go back to the position I was in. Oh, here I could even go further if I want to extend more. If you really feel you're okay, you can go further. Then you push with your feet. You can bend your knees and slowly push back. You go however far you can. So now you go very slow, because then will come a point where your body is going to want to flip over. And then you go however far you can. So some people might be able to stay like this for a long period of time. I'm not going to push it more than a certain amount of seconds, and then I'm going to come back. And there we go. I keep contact my whole spine with the ball. And now I'm going to bend my elbows, put my hands behind my head, bring my head back up, aligned with my spine and my body, but I have supported my neck. From here, I'm going to lift my hips and do a posterior pelvic tilt, and that's going to bring me back into square one. So now that you have done phase one and the basic exercise, first step of the back bend to bring your spine in extension, we're going to show you a little step up to that first basic exercise, which includes breathing, focusing on while you're on the ball, and as well doing some flossing of the ulnar nerve that goes through your arm and go into your brachial plexus. All right, so we're gonna go back through the steps we went earlier, and you're gonna go down onto the ball on your back, brace your arms behind your neck just to give it some support, and then you're gonna move down, and then you're gonna lift your body so that your back between your shoulder blades is on the ball. And from here, you're going to work on breathing through the whole exercise. And you're going to do it in different steps. So we're going to work on diaphragmatic breathing, but then we're going to work through breathing through the chest, and then more in through the clavicle area. The reason is because we need to mobilize those different parts of the spine. And so by focusing on each of those sections, that's how you do it. So I have my neck supported on the ball here, so I'm okay. Make sure you do a little bit of a chin tuck here, and put your hands on your stomach. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. One more time. Breathe in, exhale. Now you're going to repeat that. We're going to put your arms out. And I'm still resting my head here. You could be further into that position back here, but right now I'm just demonstrating it from here, okay? So put arms out, breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Make sure your toes are not pointing out and your heels are being pushed out, so that it's gonna square your hips and it's gonna make you engage proper tissues through your hips, your glutes, and your hamstrings. So try and pull your thumbs back, and now we're gonna add a bit of flossing. So you're going to extend your wrist, and you're going to flex your wrist. So we're gonna start one side, and we're gonna add as well the rotation of your neck, and you're gonna floss your right side. So my right hand here, and extend while the neck is to the opposite direction, going to your left, and flex your wrist, extend, and try and rotate your thumbs down toward the floor, and extend and flex, and extend and flex while you're looking to your left. Now I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna look to my right, and I'm gonna work on this hand. So again, I'm still gonna do the movement here with both arms, where I'm gonna pull down with my thumb toward the floor, trying to keep my hips squared up. If it's too tiring to do that, you can drop your hips down, but try and challenge yourself a little bit and keep them up this way, pointing your toes this way. So elbows back, thumbs pointing down toward the floor. You're gonna extend with your left wrist while you're looking to your right. Flex, extend your wrist, and flex your wrist. Extend your wrist, and flex your wrist. We're gonna put our arms up, and I'm gonna rotate one way here with my elbows. So I'm gonna actually relax my legs straight. You could have done that earlier if you were too tired to hold it into the bridge that I was doing. And the opposite side. So now my thumbs are looking up kind of toward the ceiling, and now they're gonna be going to the floor and to the outside wall of the house. Point down, point up, and down, out to the side. And back here and stretch back. You can even open through here to get a nice stretch in here. Grasp your hand, your fingers, and open out. Bend your knees again, and go back into that bridge position, resting your head on the ball, lifting your hips, and you're gonna come out of it, round your head or brace your head, whatever you prefer. But you could have done this one too. And sorry, my feet are a bit slippery, so that made me arched a bit the back, but technically I should have tried to keep my back straight. So next time wearing shoes, I'll show you that as well. And bring your arms out to the side and relax.